Hi, thank you for joining me again. Jez here from nigezza.blogspot.com. I thought I'd show you today some of the new Christmas stuff that's coming up in the new Autumn Winter catalogue, which is available from the 1st of September. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a gift bag, because obviously at Christmas we give gifts, and some of our papers, the sizes, it limits to the size you can make. So I decided I would make a big gift bag, and I'm going to use these lunch bags as a basis. I'm really just going to be decorating it. These are you get 10 in a pack, and I got these from the pound shop. So I liked it because it's like a craft card colour, and craft card is one of the colours that's in the new Autumn Winter catalogue, so I thought they'd go really well with some of the papers. So I'm going to show you what I did. So here's the new Autumn Winter catalogue. That's I can't show you the inside, I can show you the cover. If you would like one of these and you live in the UK and you don't have a demonstrator, then do contact me and I will be happy to send you one in the post. So one of the papers from this catalogue is called Merry Little Christmas, and the colours in this are black, white, whisper white, black, basic black, whisper white, and old olive. And all the papers are double-sided, so we've got a lovely snowflake pattern there, and we've got 2 sheets of each, and on the other side you have this garden green leafed pattern. We have some black and white Christmas trees, and then the other side is a lovely stripe. So some of these papers aren't just for Christmas, they are for the rest of the year. And then we've got a lovely black and white check, and then the other side is a old olive and whisper white striped. We've got that leafy pattern again, and the other side of that leafy pattern is a polka dot. So that's one of the reasons why I bought this paper pack, is because they weren't all necessarily Christmas. So there's a lovely sort of starry pattern, and then that's a nice little old olive stripe, another different type of starry pattern. Those two go quite nice together, sort of married up together there. I quite like that look. And the other side of that is a nice bold check. So not your typical what you would view as Christmas, but I quite liked it because it would do many other things as well. And to go with it in this suite is some jute twine, which is like string really, so thick string, and I use a lot of this in what I make. So I'm really glad that we've now got this from Stampin' Up, and I thought that this would go really well with the gift bag that I am going to make. And the bag itself measures, I've written it down and I've turned the thing over, there we go. It measures 7 by 8 3/4, and it'll be 3.5 inches deep, so it'll be quite a nice little size. Okay, so I'm going to use this to decorate. So to make the gift bag, I am using the new Winter Wonder embossing folder, which is a lovely big snowflake. I'm using the swirly snowflake thinlit dies. I am taking the sentiment here from Snowflake Sentiments, and you can buy these two as a bundle in the new Autumn Winter catalogue and save 10%. And then another lovely thinlit die set available in the new catalogue coming out on September the 1st is Trim Your Stocking, and from this I am just using the little snowflake. This makes lovely pillow box stockings, and I am going to show you another video on that later. I'll also be using the tag topper punch to make a tag, and so I need a piece of craft card that measures 2 inches by 3.5. You then need a little scrap of basic black DSB 2x2. We are going to use a piece of 4x4 Whisper White and a piece of 4.25 by 4.25 basic black. We need a piece of Whisper White that's roughly about 6 inches by 4.5 roughly, and then your DSB, which is taken from the paper that I showed you, which is called, I'm forgetting now because they are new, Merry Little Christmas, and I chose the snowflakey ones. So I'm going to decorate the front and the back. So we need 2 pieces that are 2.5 by 6 and 2 pieces that are 6 by 5, and then just a little bit of Whisper White ribbon. I was going to use the new twine, but I thought the ribbon looked best. Maybe I'll change my mind again. We can decide when I'm doing it. Okay, so this is what I did. So I'm going to do some die cutting. I don't usually show you myself die cutting, but a couple of people have said, well, I wouldn't know where to start, and I guess if you've never used a die cutter before, then maybe you benefit from being shown. So I've got a magnetic platform on this which holds this in place. My bottom base is a bit warped, so it doesn't hold it that well. And then we just turn the handle and run it through, and because it's quite an intricate die, I do run it backwards and forwards just a few times, just to make sure that it's cut. And we can see there that it has in fact cut nicely, and you will release the little die brush, and it releases lovely. So there's the lovely snowflake, and then with the piece of Whisper White I'm using this lovely snowflake border, which I absolutely fell in love with when I saw it in the catalogue. So we're going to place that down. I'm going to place it with a little bit of an edge border, and it comes with a sort of a stitched border there as well. So I'm sticking that. Going to be clever, cut them both out together. In my practice I didn't, and line that up. Not a lot of room here in the camera shot to do this. I have a table separate to my desk where I do all my die cutting, so that I don't actually have to put it on my desk. And I'm just running it backwards because it is quite an intricate die. I imagine twice through would be enough, just going for the extra. So, and it does pull out really well. There's just a few little bits, and as you can see, it doesn't come completely out. And what I did was I took my paper snips, and you can see there's like a diagonal line, and I just followed that diagonal line to finish it off. and did the same on the other side, and then it comes out of the bit of paper. And then I just take my little pokey tool that is attached to a post-it note, probably my instructions. No, the instructions for a different video. And then we just poke through those. And I do that twice. So I'll do that and come back. And then I need to just emboss my snowflake. So I've cut a piece and I've kind of used my eye to judge if it's straight. I think I might end up drawing a line, but I haven't done so yet. So I've changed my platform over to the ordinary platform. Going to sandwich my snowflake in here, and I'm just going to run it through. And it gives a really, really nice impression there of a snowflake. You've got the deboss the other side, which you could use instead, or the emboss. 'Tis up to you, whatever you like. Okay, now let's put it all together. So I've got all my pieces together. So we are going to, I've made it to be sort of frugal with the paper. I've left quite a big margin, so that was to enable to get to decorate 2 bags basically out of one sheet of 12 by 12. So I've left quite a large margin. It's 1/2 inch, yeah, so it's 1/2 inch margin because this is 7 inches across, so I've cut it at 6 to give us, as I say, 1/2 inch margin. But I was quite happy with that. That was sort of what I wanted. Right, so I know I've got snail here because I refilled it before I started filming. So I'm just gonna stick this down. Didn't go very close to the edge there, did I? Oh, my life. Across the middle, there, got all that on there. So giving it a 1/2 inch border all the way around, going by eye, keeping it straight. Oh, I'm happy. Press that down. And then, oh, moving me about there. And then do the same with the top bit. Because it's paper to paper, snail is fine. You could use Tombow, you could use fast fuse, could use tear and tape. 'Tis up to you really. Now that covers the end of those handles really well, because sometimes they're not quite even or straight. So that's that. Then I am getting my piece of snowflake border, and that is going to get stuck on there. And I am, because I want a bit of wigglage, I am going to use some Tombow for this. So I'm just going to put a little bit along there, and a little bit along there, and dab a bit around. You could use, I'm not even on camera, am I? Hardly. You could use your fine tip glue pen for this, and I might do that for the next one. And then I am, to cover up the join, going to stick that along there. And then we will take these two, and I am desperately looking around my desk for my black snowflake, which you saw me cut out, so you know I do have one. I'm going to stick this on with a bit of Tombow because I do want some wigglage on this. And that is got a nice 1/4 inch border all the way around. Yep, satisfied with that. I'm looking over to, well, I won't be near my die cutting table because I didn't do it on the table, did I? Found it! I found it. And I'm just going to do a little bit of Tombow in the middle there and dot it on these ends. And I'm going to line it up so the up and down is equal. And then I moved it. That's why I used Tombow. There we go. Bit of fun. And then I'm going to use Tombow again to stick this down in the centre of the bag. I always wrap my other half's presents up really special. I always spend a bit of time on his because I can, basically, and I just think it adds a little bit of something. I do not do it to every single present that I send out, because otherwise I'd be at it forever, wouldn't I? And then at the back, I'm not going to put the topper on, but I am going to decorate it a bit. I decided to go with Tombow on the back because there is that foldy uppy bit. That's the technical term, foldy uppy. So I wanted a little bit of flexibility in the fact that that folds up, but I'm actually going to do it like that so that it won't fold up. And then I'm going to get my bone folder to sort of fold it across. And then I'm going to stick this on again, so it has got a little bit of fancy on the back, but not as much as the front. So a little bead along there, and then just little bits where it's flattest. To hold in place. that's the back, that's the front, and then all we need is the tag. So I've got a piece of craft card cut 2 by 3.5. I'm sticking it in my tag topper punch. So push it all the way to the end, punch, pull it out again, bit of a tight one that, and I am going to use retired corner punch on this. There we go, and then I am going to use Wrapped Up in the Warmth of Christmas. Because it's snowflakes, I decided that that was a nice sentiment. You can see I haven't unpacked all these properly because they are hot off the press. I'm going to stick that on my grid mat so it's in a straight line. Match it up with this. So that's a way of knowing that that is going to be straight. And I'm going to use a bit of black ink. Oh! Fabulous. I think I'll live. Could have been a disaster. It could have been across my snowflake, couldn't it? There we go. So I'm going to line that up on my grid mat. Line that up. Stamp down. Stamp up. Could be over a little bit better, but that'll do for demonstration. I will probably stamp that again, and then all we need now is a bit of ribbon. So I just took a bit of Whisper White, our sheer ribbon, poking that through. Poke it through to this end. It depends what you like. I think I prefer it this way. Poke it through to the front. Poke it up. No, I was right first time when I... Did I try and remember? You do it this way. And then I get it wrong. I'm aware of the fact that I've got black ink on my fingers and I might well end up... I did it again. So, I want that to push through the front to the back. And then pull it up. Yeah, that's how I want it. And then I was just going to stick that round one of the handles and decide how I wanted it, and then just do a knot. Simply do a knot. You can do to and from on the back of your tag, or just write your message. I have got to and froms from another stamp set. There we go. You can have that come down there, and that's it. That is my little Christmas bag, my first Christmas project. What do you think? A little bit of ink on there, but don't matter. So the back is a bit plainer, and then when you open it up, it is quite a sizable gift bag there. I'll zoom out a bit. You can see the mess. So that is quite a sizable gift bag there for a nice big gift. Okay, all the measurements and everything will be over on my blog at nigezza.blogspot.com. Okay, see you again. Bye.